This guy is not really taking that much damage. Okay. Another Flow Druid Nation. So the PTR is out a few days now. I really have not that much time to test, but I had some ideas I wanted to test, and I've looked into that. The first thing was the 3 builds I would like to test for coming season. Does it pulverize? I did test pulverize because I believe the Mythic weapons, the new Mythic uniques, giving 30% damage boost, I thought might be huge on the pulverize. But unfortunately, the 280% X damage on the pulverize on the Resident Nightbringer only works when you pull the mobs near to you and on the bosses, and also does not proc Signet. So I'm not not a fan of pulverize. So the idea I had this season, looking to the PTR, was playing Locrant's Talisman, which is giving on us 180x multiplier. I don't see any aspect or unique giving you so much buff damage. But yeah, you might say here, hey, never mind. You're losing for 50% crit chance. That's an issue because we're already struggling with crit chance. So to fix this issue, we're playing the Basilisk. The Basilisk is giving you 115% crit chance now, and a 2.0 multiplier, so 104x damage. Obviously, you could play like two-hander, get a little bit more, maybe more damage out there, but I believe a huge problem we have going into the next season is the crit chance. So playing this combination, I believe, is really a good solution for the Druid coming to the next season to play Landslide, since we are getting the crit chance now from the Basilisk when we petrify it. So obviously we are still playing the old mountain. So when we every time you don't need to play petrify on your skill bar, every time you do hit the enemy with an earth skill, it'll just petrify them, and you're getting max crit chance. So at the end of the day, all you have to do is get around 40% crit chance on your gear, which is something we can do. You get 40% crit chance, you put on Basilisk, you put on Locrant's Talisman, and you are actually solving that issue. So I have not really tested them that much around. I just wanted to test this combination of Landslide, and it feels really good, to be honest. So we have done now like 128 with a really scuffed gear. Looking at the other classes, like the Necros, are everyone's like not overperforming. Okay, Sorks are Sorks. I mean, comparing to other classes which don't have broken builds, I guess we are doing okay. And yeah, the barbs are also broken, so I haven't really tested that much. This is the only combination I think which might be actually huge into the next season. Further, a lot of people are coping on Shred being strong because Shred is double dipping on the Lightning Storm set. So the reason I don't see Shred being near to Landslide is we're still gaining 26% resolve. We have 26 resolve stacks. Then with the new mythics, the unique mythics, you see the boost on the Might of Erzin is 17% X. So that's still a 4.4 multiplier. It's 440. That's a 4.4 multiplier, and also the Grizzly Rage itself, giving us a 2.0 multiplier. So these two at least give 6.0 multiplier, and then you have the Old Mountain set. And I don't see Shred coming near to this, to be honest, even with the Storm set double dipping. Further, I would like to also get a Mythic Seal and give up the Fractured Runestone and actually play the Linta, the Denmother, the Bear set, which would also give us around 3 times 40, 120x damage, and it will give us some damage reduction, which is also a huge issue next season. So my idea is to play the Old Mountain with the Bear set, with a Mythic Seal. And since we really have issues with the Hereford Edition gone, the crit chance, I don't see how you even get near to the crit chance. The other issue we have with Druid is always the vulnerability. So to cast vulnerability onto the mobs, all we have is the Lightning Storm with the overcharge aspect. This forces you into playing the T-Bird Swirls, obviously, because you will have resource issues. And over the rune working Igni and Q, you always trigger the Unstoppable of a Q, and that's how you have like really reliable resource generation for the build. For the rest is really to testing. I've now been playing Flicker Steps because just we're missing a lot of Paragon boards and points, and we don't have Lucky Hit. I'm trying to not play Starless Sky because I believe that the resource reduction is good on the Star Sky, but it's not a huge damage multiplier because Orzin's strength and Signet of Pilgrim are just too huge to give these up, and especially with the crit chance, attack speed, and everything on our Petition and on our Starless Sky, I don't see them being such reliable items. So we're actually doing a lot over the boon now. Maybe Give Up the Stack could be dropped for Varinus. We gotta see about that. A Varian Wrap is always in. We don't need the crit chance, so we're giving up Sky Talon is also really good. So we're playing Energize for the resource issues in the run. And here I still gotta see what's the best, but Masochist and Obsidian Slam are also giving you some multipliers on your Earth skills, because also shapeshifting skill, but this is something that also needs to be tested around. The Paragons are, I'm playing Spirit, then we play into Survival Instinct, Dominate, because we are getting overpowered through the Fractured Rune. If I give a Fractured Rune, we gotta see like how we do about the Overpower and the Dominate. Then we play Earth and Sky into Earth and Devastation. Then we play Constitutional Tendrils with Outmatch, and further playing Headhunter here into Heightened Malice. We could, for example, give this up for Berber if we have toughness issues, but obviously we always want to have damage for a stronger build. But yeah, the skills is obviously the same skills. We're playing Storm, Lightning Storm. You have the Storm to make vulnerables, some Stack Veracity. Then we're playing Landmine. I still play Stormburst because of toughness issues, because this gives us still around 30% armor, which is huge in the run. So I just press this every few seconds, and I'm also switched from the growth speed to spirit cost reduction because I want the Stormburst to be on the ground as long as possible to give me the armor. Then we obviously play Earth and Bulwark with Unstoppable for resource generation. This is still not, I'm not certainly sure which one I'll play here for the build right now. So still need to be some testing because we don't have that many Resolve stacks. I don't want to play Roar of Resolve anymore. Roar of Resolve was good last season because we had a lot of stacks and helped getting stacks really fast. So I'd rather want to have some toughness right now. And obviously we're playing also Grizzly Rage and Corner Beast. And yeah, that's about the build mostly. As I said, flicker steps we gotta see, because currently my lucky hit is too low for the calm before the storm to reset it. Probably we can even give up flicker steps and play some maybe anger management for still a 1.2 multiplier. TBL Swirl seems to be locked in. If you want to play this build, you cannot really give that up. Here I'm playing challenging the bit, so we could also probably see what we can do here. We're still playing Glins, and not the hugest fan of Glin, because you need to stock Resolve, so you're losing some time at the beginning of the runs, but it's giving you also two more Resolve stacks, so it's in. That's also locked. We're probably still going to be Harlequin, because plus 6 ranks for all skill just seems to be good, and nothing else is beating it currently in my eyes. Godslayer, still less damage than the 3 ranks all skills, and we have enough sources of pulls, so we don't need Godslayer. And obviously the Signet of Pilgrim, especially with us now losing the crit chance necessity on the Basilisk, seems to be actually really great in the run. I'm freezing quite a lot every time the mobs are not unstoppable with freezing. So actually that means we might actually... No, but the crowd control duration has to stay because of Petrified and because of the old mountain itself. So yeah, this is easier source to also... People were struggling a lot with the lucky hit to freeze on the bosses. This should make it actually easier. So yeah, this is the... So if it's the best landslide setup or the best setup going into the next season, I'm not sure yet. We obviously know that the final game is way different than what we have in PTR. But this is just finding an idea I wanted to share, which I think is really cool. Combining the Basilisk with the Locan's Talisman. I mostly see this working only on Landslide. And if you want to rely on other builds to always just hit on the Petrified ones, you gotta see if you can involve in other builds. But at least I see it for Landslide already. Landslide performing probably second best build last season. Might be the goal. As I said, Companion is losing only 4 tiers probably next season. I mean, we're all losing quite a lot of tiers, like 10 or 20 tiers. But compared to the Shepherd nerf itself, the Companion is only losing 4 tiers to Shepherd. The Resolve stack is hitting obviously every class and us as well. So yeah. So this is a little bit more detailed explanation into the build and my idea, because usually I had a feedback people want me to explain a bit more about what I'm thinking at the build. So yeah, I'll test more PTR. The next thing I want to test is Lightning Storm, and then yeah, in this season probably with the final patch notes we gotta see. I hope Blizzard does revert some things, because these Mythic Uniques just seem so tough to get into the season. The grind is gonna be huge, and it's already a little bit frustrating thinking about it, the things we need to get. So thanks for watching, and we'll keep updating, seeing how this actually works.